Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome, welcome. Yes, it's been a long time. Yes, so our topic for this afternoon is what are some of the positives of studying in Japan? Yes, so every year, hundreds of students have hundreds of students come to Japan um, on various scholarships to study, and I am one of them. And the scholarship that I'm on is called the MEXT, MEXT. It stands for the Ministry of Education and something. So it's a Japanese government sponsored scholarship, and it is given to students. So it is available to students all over the world, residing in countries that have diplomatic ties with Japan. So, what are the positives of studying in Japan? Now, previously I've talked about the challenges. Yeah, so Japan is, if you are moving to Japan to study, or if you are thinking of coming to Japan to study, definitely it's going to have its own challenges. But sometimes it's good to, yeah, not sometimes, but it's always good to focus on the positive things, because those are the things that will keep you going if you want to study in Japan. Okay. Okay, so the first thing that I like about Japan is how safe it is in general to live in the country. And I think I haven't been to any country that is so safe like Japan. Yeah, just giving you like a general idea of how safe Japan is. Um, Japan is so safe that some I don't always lock my my house whenever I'm out of the building. I always leave it open, and yeah, sometimes I forgot stuff at the convenience stores, on the street, or on the train, and it's either I go back and find them still lying there, or I can easily track them by going to the police station. So yeah, it's very safe. And also, women or girls can, like, they can walk around at night without any issue at all. It's very, very safe. So I think the environment, the general environment in Japan is so safe uh, that you will thoroughly enjoy your time here if you come here to study as a student. Yeah, so that's the first thing that I quite like about Japan, how safe it is. And the second thing that I like about Japan is how helpful everyone is. Okay, so there is this general notion that Japanese people always keep to themselves, and they they are very reserved and all these. But you will also find that with that attitude, Japanese people also have this mentality that they have to ensure that they are being respectful to others, they are being helpful and all this. So you'll see that almost everyone goes out of their way to help others. Just giving you an example, if you are out in public and you don't know what to do, and if you approach someone for help, sometimes they, I mean, in my experience, a lot of times these people can just stop whatever they're doing and they can help you. Um, I think the only thing that prevents a lot of locals from talking to foreigners is maybe they don't know how to speak in English. So a lot of time that sort of prevents them from really um, from I mean their lack of I mean just because a lot of them don't speak English, sometimes that makes them shy as people to sort of approach strangers. But otherwise, they are very friendly and they are very helpful. Now, since we are talking about studying in Japan, um, a lot of professors at universities, I think this, I, I was so surprised when I came to Japan. Um, the professors are so down to it. They are very helpful, and compared to my previous university, I noticed that like, man, it's so different. Everyone is so kind. Even the professors, like, um, they don't regard themselves as professors. That's how I see it. Like, they can come down to the level of students and they can talk and all this. Well, having said that, I've heard about some universities that uh, I mean, I've heard stories from foreigners studying here in Japan that they sort of have some issues with their professors in their respective universities. Um, but in general, Japanese professors, or as they call it in Japanese, senseis, they are very, very helpful. So I think this is like is a very good environment to learn as as a foreign student. Like, you don't want to go to a country and then you also face difficulties getting along with your professors or your teachers in university, at the university. Japan has a very, very like generally a lot many professors, and those at the universities are very, very helpful. So that is the second thing that um, I like about studying in Japan. Like, the staff at the university, they are very, very helpful. Well, thirdly, if you're joining the session, welcome. The third thing that I like about Japan is, I think, the culture. The culture. Now, a lot of times, cultural differences can really affect you as a foreign student. And I think the Japanese culture has some side to it that, like, sometimes we struggle to cope with as foreign students. But generally, like, I I quite like the cultural I mean the cultural atmosphere here in Japan. Like the people are very respectful, and um, they have like a way of life that is so, how would I describe it? Like it's beautiful and it's very interesting. If you are into learning different, I mean, learning about different cultures, I think you will find it really, really beautiful when you come to Japan. Um, Ever since I started this channel, one of the things that I want to do is I want to document my adventures here in Japan, and I've been here for almost 3 years now, and I can honestly say that I've been to a lot of places in Japan that is so culturally unique and so beautiful. Like in Kyoto, there are streets that they have cultural like in very interesting architecture that are very unique, and they're very, very beautiful. And it's also very interesting to learn about the way of life of people. um, in Japan, like the younger people are expected to show a lot of respect to the elderly, and it is very, very interesting to see this kind of this way of life even reflected in big cities like Tokyo. Yeah, it's very, very beautiful. So culturally, I really enjoy my time here in Japan. Mm, Another thing that I think I quite like about Japan is the environment, the general environment. Um, yeah, I think it's no secret that Japan has 4 seasons, and like anytime you want to visit Japan during the 4 seasons, you're definitely going to enjoy your visit. Um, I think I like spring and fall or autumn, because these are the times that you get to see, the beautiful side of Japan, like the nature and all this. Um, we are heading into spring right now, and Japan is famous for the cherry blossoms, or as they call it in Japanese, sakura. And yeah, it's just so beautiful, and yeah, like I can't believe that I can able to see the kind of trees, the kind of vegetation that I only saw in pictures prior to coming to Japan. Yeah, so um, that's another positive thing about coming to Japan to study. Like you are not only going to be here to study, but you're also going to um, be indulged in the beautiful environment here in Japan. Yeah. And talking about the environment, I think the first time for me to see snow as well was here in Japan. Like, oh, it's so beautiful. And yeah. So if you want to study in a place that you are not only going to get like the academic benefit of studying, but oh, okay, let me rephrase that. So if you're looking for a place that you can study and at the same time enjoy the the beauty of the environment and all this, then Japan is a very, very good place for you to to come and to come and study. Yeah. So what else? So I've mentioned like the culture. I like the culture, like the beautiful culture, um, the way of the people, the senseis, how helpful they are, the professors, and the culture, the environment, and all this. What else? Oh, I think the next thing that I like about studying in Japan is um, getting to meet people from all over the world. Mm, you know, before I came to Japan, I thought that like foreigners, like Europeans and those from Europe, those from Africa, and like some other countries, they might not really fancy the idea of coming to a country like Japan where English is not like generally spoken. But I was surprised to notice upon my arrival that there are students from all over the world, even those from America, those from England, those from Europe, and all these. They come here to study, and it goes to show that like there are institutions, universities here that are world class universities that you can attain your diploma or your degree, and then you can further your you can further your career. So there are world class universities here in Japan, and mm, you can have the the luxury of improving your or upskilling yourself here in Japan. Having said that, I also like if you speak English. What I also like about Japan is um, the graduate universities, graduate level studies. Most of them are offered in English. Both some of them are in English and Japanese. So it sort of gives you an opportunity to also huh? Oh, I mean, like because most of the graduate courses are offered also in English. That allows you um, to study even if you don't speak Japanese. Yeah, so those are some of the things that I like about Japan. Yeah, so if you're thinking of um, coming to Japan to study, if you're thinking of applying to study, please go for it. As there are certainly going to be challenges moving to a new country to study, but then everything in life has challenges. So don't be um, put off by the by the knowledge that there are so many challenges to face when you're here on studies in Japan. Look the positive side of things and then go for it. So on this channel, I've actually produced some videos about how you can come to Japan and study for free, totally free, no tuition fees, and all this, totally free. You can able to do that, and I'm going to link a playlist of videos that I've made about the scholarship that I'm currently on in the description box or in the comment section, and please do check that out if you if you if you're watching this video, there are I in the playlist you will find videos about what is the name of the scholarship that I'm currently on here in Japan, and how you can apply, uh, what is the application process like, and what else, like there are some exams that you need to take when, like, after applying, like if you're chosen, then you're going to do some kind of exam, and that exam, like I'm going to talk about that exam as well. I mean, I've already talked about that exam, so please do check that playlist if you are interested in coming to study in Japan. Yeah, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.